Every single day, millions of drivers make a split-second decision that determines whether they go home to their families or spend the night behind bars. It's not about guilt or innocence. It's not even about the law they broke. It's about understanding a single psychological principle that separates freedom from incarceration. Compliance is not consent, and your signature is not surrender. What you're about to witness is a masterclass in how a routine traffic stop escalates into a custodial arrest, not because of what the driver did on the highway, but because of what they refused to do on paper. This is the anatomy of legal miscalculation. If you want to understand the reality of police work, the neuroscience of high-stress decision-making, and the legal technicalities that can turn a $300 ticket into a trip to Dallas County Jail, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Because after today, you'll never look at a traffic stop the same way again. Let's begin.
Hello. You're in a big hurry this morning.
Come to work, my job is over there.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's like, what's a big hurry? It's like 45, right?
It's 45, yeah. How fast do you think you were going?
40?
Oh. 75.
Me?
Yeah, under the overpass. 75 miles an hour.
What's that? I'm so sorry for that. I was trying to get to work. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license and proof of insurance with you?
Yeah, there's no way I'm 35.
And do you have proof of insurance for the car with you?
Yes, I do have. Hold on, let me see. It's old.
Yeah, that's registration. I just need proof of insurance. Like the ID cards that they send you, even electronically is okay.
Yeah.
If you got into a crash, what would you show the other driver that you had insurance?
What you just witnessed is what law enforcement calls a high-disparity violation. The driver was clocked at 75 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. That's not a judgment call. That's laser-confirmed data with a 35-mile-per-hour overage. Here's what most people don't understand about traffic enforcement psychology. When you're caught going 30+ miles per hour over the limit, you're no longer dealing with a discretionary citation. In many Texas jurisdictions, speeds exceeding 30 miles per hour over the limit trigger mandatory court appearances. The officer doesn't have the authority to let you off with a warning. The law has already made that decision for both of you. Now notice the officer's verbal pattern. He's not arguing. He's not debating. He's presenting empirical data. 75. Under the overpass. I got you with laser. This is what's called establishing the evidentiary foundation. He's documenting the stop in real time because he knows, statistically, that high-speed violations have elevated rates of courtroom disputes. The driver's emotional response? Completely predictable. When confronted with hard evidence that contradicts their perception, the human brain defaults to one of three patterns: denial, deflection, or negotiation. Watch how this plays out. But here's the critical inflection point that nobody sees coming. The officer asks for proof of insurance. Simple administrative request, right? Not quite. What he's actually doing is running a compliance test. Can this person follow basic instructions under stress? Because if they can't produce a simple document, it's a pre-attack indicator for what's about to happen when he asks them to sign.
Your actions are the reason that we're here. You were given these in lieu of being arrested. So I need your signature on the lines. I just told you. You were giving citations in lieu of being arrested. Okay. You are required to sign these. No, you can call them when we're done. Ma'am, I want you to listen to me very carefully. You have to sign these or you go to jail.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay. Tango 13, I'll need another, please.
Can I?
No, ma'am. You sign these or you come with me?
Give me a minute, sir.
There's no minute. We've
What do
been
you
here
mean?
for 10 minutes already.
Yes, I've been for more than that. Just please give me a minute.
Ma'am.
Yeah. A minute?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Look at
A
me.
minute. Yeah. Give me a minute.
No minutes. Let's go.
Oh. What do you mean? Let's go. You can't call me up. Excuse me. Don't touch me.
What you just watched is a textbook example of what use of force experts call progressive noncompliance. Every single command the officer gave was met with resistance. Not violent resistance. Not aggressive resistance. But passive, continuous, verbal resistance. Give me a minute. Let me call my attorney. Don't touch me. Just give me a minute. Here's what's happening neurologically. The driver is experiencing acute stress response. Their prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational decision-making, is being overridden by the amygdala, which controls fight or flight responses. They're not thinking strategically. They're reacting emotionally. And every second they delay, they're adding criminal charges. Let me be very clear about the law here. A person can refuse to sign a traffic citation, but the police officer is then authorized to place them under arrest and take them into custody for refusing to sign. This isn't police overreach. This isn't abuse of power. This is the literal application of state statute. When the officer says, "Hands behind your back," he's initiating a custodial arrest for obstruction. Not for speeding. Not for lack of insurance. For refusing to comply with a lawful order. And now, instead of signing 2 pieces of paper and driving to work, this person is going to Dallas County Jail. Watch the language shift. The driver goes from defiance, "Don't touch me," to bargaining. "Let me just sign it, please." But the officer's response is legally correct. We already passed that point. Once an arrest is initiated for obstruction, the officer cannot unarrest someone just because they changed their mind. The violation has already occurred. This is what legal scholars call the point of no return. The driver had multiple opportunities to de-escalate. They chose escalation. And now they're experiencing the consequences of that choice in real time.
You had the opportunity to sign. I asked you 3 times.
Sir, I'm so sorry.
You chose not to do that. That's why we are here where we are now.
Mama! What did I do?
CVS parking lot, only zone 38. Your ride's here. You're gonna need to get up.
Listen to the verbal patterns in the transport phase. "I did not do nothing. I'm so sorry. I'll sign anything you want." This is classic post-crisis remorse. The adrenaline is fading. The rational brain is coming back online. And the driver is suddenly aware of the magnitude of their miscalculation. But notice what the officer does. He doesn't gloat. He doesn't lecture. He simply explains, "All you had to do is sign the citations." This is de-escalation through factual restatement. He's not trying to punish. He's trying to educate. Here's the brutal reality. By refusing to sign, the driver transformed a manageable legal problem into a catastrophic one. They started the day with 2 citations, speeding and no proof of insurance. Total financial exposure. Probably $800 to $1,000, plus traffic school. Annoying, expensive, but survivable. Now, they're facing obstruction charges. They're being booked into Dallas County Jail. They're missing work. And they've created a criminal record that will follow them for years. All because they didn't understand a basic legal principle: compliance with procedure is not the same as admission of guilt. The officer asks, "Do you have anything in your pockets?" Standard pre-booking safety question. And the driver's response reveals everything: "No sir, I have nothing. Let me go." They still don't understand that letting them go is no longer legally possible. The arrest process has begun. It must be completed. This is the paradox of authority resistance. People think they're protecting their rights, but they're actually forfeiting them. Because refusing to sign a traffic ticket means the person has not made the required promise to appear in court, giving the officer legal authority to arrest them for the purpose of bringing them before a magistrate.
Sir, please, sir. I'm like, I sign, I do whatever you want. Yeah. يا ربي دخيلك ماما.
Put your seatbelt on real quick, okay?
Where are you taking me, sir?
I'll tell you in 1 second.
Please, can I call my phone? Sir, please, sir. Sir, you're nice, sir. Tell me where are you taking me? Can I call someone?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Can I call my job? Tell
You'll
them.
be able to call them from whatever you could,
What? Sir, please, don't do that to me. Please, sir. Sir, where are you taking me?
Dallas County Jail. That's where this story ends for our driver. But let's talk about what happens next, because this is where the legal system gets really expensive. Based on the charges articulated during the stop, this individual is facing 3 distinct violations. First, speeding 35 miles per hour over the posted limit, which in Texas requires a mandatory court appearance. You can't just pay that one online. Second, failure to provide proof of insurance. And third, obstruction of justice for refusing to comply with a lawful order. The financial damage? Conservative estimate, between $2,000 and $5,000 when you factor in fines, court costs, attorney fees, and the inevitable increase in insurance premiums. The time cost? Minimum 1 full day in jail, plus multiple court appearances. The professional cost? Depends on their employer's policies regarding criminal arrests. But here's what I want you to understand. None of this was inevitable. Every single escalation point in this interaction was avoidable. If the driver had simply signed the citation, they would have been free to go in under 5 minutes. They could have hired an attorney. They could have fought the ticket in court. They could have requested deferred adjudication or driving school. Instead, they made the catastrophic error of confusing cooperation with capitulation. And that confusion cost them everything. So let me leave you with 3 ironclad principles for traffic stops, backed by case law and behavioral research. Principle 1, your signature is not an admission of guilt. It's a procedural promise to appear in court. Every legal battle you want to fight can be fought later, in a courtroom, with an attorney. Not on the side of the road with a police officer who has no discretion to negotiate. Principle 2, compliance extends your options. Resistance eliminates them. The moment you refuse a lawful order, you've triggered a new criminal violation. And officers are trained to respond to non-compliance with escalating levels of control. It's not personal. It's protocol. Principle 3, emotional reasoning in high-stress situations will destroy you. Traffic stops are temporary detentions, not arrests, but the protections of the Fourth Amendment still apply. That means officers need reasonable suspicion or probable cause. But it also means that your behavior during the stop can create new violations that justify arrest. The driver in this footage learned all of these lessons the hard way. In a concrete cell. With steel bracelets on their wrists. Missing work. Facing criminal charges. All because they didn't understand that the time to fight is not during the traffic stop, it's after, in court, where the rules actually protect you. Here's my question for you, the jury of public opinion. Was this arrest justified, or did the officer escalate unnecessarily? Drop your verdict in the comments. And if you learned something today, if you now understand the legal mechanics that turn routine stops into custodial arrests, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. This is the reality of American policing. No scripts. No actors. Just real people making real decisions under real pressure. And sometimes, those decisions change lives forever. We'll see you in the next case file.